We are going to start with the Upanishadic Vidya. So I would like all of you who are listening to collect your mind from the daily activities, past, present and future, and try to be fully focused on what is being exposed. Today I would give the different levels of meanings also, because any shloka can be, particularly Upanishadic mantras, can be understood at different levels. So after giving the initial general translation level, then going to a little deeper level, then finally going to a very subtle level which comes from where everything becomes one. All these mantras have risen from such a state of mind of the rishis, where the whole universe is but nothing but the chit consciousness. So, how from there all these things develop, and how, when we know the truth, we dissolve all these varieties into that one transcendental truth. That has to be felt. It is not just knowing the meaning and chanting the shlokas. Although the Upanishad itself, this Upanishad itself says that the chanting is extremely important, otherwise the meaning will not be understood. But certainly the Upanishadic mantras, the meaning is the most important, where we should try to focus. It won't be possible if there are disturbances around. Even my mind will not be able to, I will not be able to concentrate on the exposition. That is why Upanishadic studies take place in a very peaceful hermitage, or where there is no disturbance. And particularly to the people who do not have any worldly, so much of worldly involvement or desire, so that the mind is not distracted. That said, Shankaracharya has specifically said that study of Upanishad will be beneficial for everybody. Even according to the Adhikara Tattva, a person is not fit for understanding the meaning of the Upanishadic mantras. It will be good for them also, because it will generate vairagya. It will generate a oneness in this variety. How to go to the oneness from this very variegated world. So it is always beneficial, but saying that, we should not just be satisfied with that much as a householder or a person involved in the worldly things can get. We should attempt the highest. So in spite of remaining involved in the activities also, we can attain that highest level of understanding. Which is the highest level, we cannot say. The deeper and deeper level of understanding. So when I chant the invocatory shlokas, Guru shlokas and all, try to collect your mind from all the involvements it has been undergoing, past, future, present, everything, and completely try to focus on the words. Namo namaste gurave mahatmane vimukta sangaya saduttamaya nityadvayananda rasaswarupine bhumne sada paradayam budhamne Namaste, namaste, vibho vishwamurte. Namaste, namaste, chidanandamurte. Namaste, namaste, tapoyogagamya. Namaste, Namaste, Shruti-jnana-gamya Swarajya Samrajya Vibhutiresha Bhavat-kripa Shri Mahima Prasadat Prapta Maya Shri Gurave Mahatmane Namo Namaste Stu Punarnamostu Namo Namaste Stu Punarnamostu Namo Namaste Stu Punarnamostu Namastasmai Sadaikasmai Kasmai Chinmahase Namaha Yadetad Vishwarupena Rajate Guru Rajate Yadetad Vishwarupena Rajate Guru Rajate. As I said, the Shanti Mantra for this Upanishad itself is the first Anuvaka, that means the first Adhyaya, chapter of the mantras. So when we chant the Shanti Mantra, actually we are chanting the first mantra of the Upanishad, first Anuvaka. It is called Anuvaka. Each section is called Anuvaka. The three books which the Upanishad is divided into, they are called Valli. Valli means creeper, I said the other day. So each Valli has got about 10, 11, 6, 12 Anuvakas. So this is the first Anuvaka, is the Shanti Mantra. Following me, you can chant. Om Shanno Mitrah
Shanno mitrah
sham varunah
sham varunah
Om Shanno Mitra sham varunah
Om Shanno mitra sham varunah
Shanno bhavatvaryama
Shanno bhavatvaryama
Shanna Indro Brihaspati
Shanna Indro Brihaspati
Shanno Vishnurukramah
Shanno Vishnurukramah
Namo Brahmane Namaste Vayo
Namo Brahmane Namaste Vayo
Tvameva Pratyaksham Brahmasi
Tvameva Pratyaksham Brahmasi
Tvameva Pratyaksham Brahma vadishyami
Tvameva Pratyaksham Brahma vadishyami
Vritam vadishyami Satyam vadishyami
Ritam vadishyami Satyam vadishyami
Tanmamavatu
Tanmamavatu
Tadvaktaramavatu
Tadvaktaramavatu
Avatu mamavatu vaktaram
avatu mam avatu vaktaram.
Om Shanti Shanti Shanti.
Om Shanti Shanti Shanti.
This Shanno mitrah, sham varunah, this sham, the word means mangala, propitiousness or auspiciousness. We can say even sukha or prosperity also. All these meanings are possible. That is initially. Now all these mitrah, varunah, Aryama, Indra, Brihaspati, Vishnu, all these are referring to, initially we will say, some devas of the Vedic age, referred to some devas, gods in the Vedic age. Now, shan and no is coming from naha, that visarga is dropping and it is becoming no. Naha means to us. So, we are praying to shan no mitrah sham varunaha, means, O mitra, the god, be auspicious to us, bring propitious, bring sukha, bring happiness to us, bring mangala, bring auspiciousness to us. O Varunaha, bring same sham to us. Shanno mitra sham varunaha. Shanno bhavatu Aryama. Sham naha bhavatu Aryama. O Aryama, that is another god, be propitious to us. Bring auspiciousness in our life. Sham, naha, again naha. Indro, it is followed by E, so here it is not no, it is that just the visarga has got dropped. Sham, naha, Indro, Indraha, Brihaspati. O Indra, O Brihaspati, these are also two gods. Bring auspiciousness to us, propitiousness to us. Sham naha Vishnuhu urukramaha. O urukramaha Vishnuhu. Urukramaha means, uru means something huge, something great. And kramaha means step. Urukramaha means who can take very expanding steps. You know the story of Vamana Avatara, that when he was being given boon by Mahabali, he asked for 3 steps of space to put his, only 3 steps land he wanted. Land means space. Mahabali agreed, and what did he do? In the 3 steps, the 2 steps he covered up the whole earth, the whole heaven, everything. The 3rd step, there was nowhere to put it. So finally Bali's ego was sublimated and he said that please put it on my head. This story most of you will know, I am not going to tell that. But there this Urukramaha is coming from who spreads everywhere. Actually in the story he is spreading with as the Vamana Avatara, being very small, but he is covering up everything. Like that, the truth, the real Vishnu, who is very small in our heart, even whatever we think our body, his Angushta Pramanaha in Kathopanishad, in Mundaka Upanishad it says, like the thumb. That means this very space-wise you cannot look at that it is here, it is so much. You know that it is coming from where? From the I-ness is coming. From there it is coming. But that small Vishnu who is like the thumb, he pervades everything. There cannot be anything without that, because the whole universe is appearing in the consciousness. So the Vishnu, the word also means Vyapnoti iti Vishnu, which spreads, which covers everything. Vyapnoti, which pervades everything. So Namo Brahmane Namaste Vayo Tvameva Pratyaksham Brahma Asi. Namaha Brahmane. My namaskara to Brahman, the ultimate truth, the consciousness which we say, the ultimate Chit. Namaha means we show humility towards that, the all-pervading truth, which is at the substratum of everything. We are living only because of Him. We are doing anything, we are thinking, we are applying our intelligence, all resting in that consciousness. Without that, nothing can be done. So we are thinking of the greatness and our dependence of our refuge. We are humbly prostrating before Brahman. Namaste Vayo. The Vayu also we are prostrating. Vayu also is considered a god. Now, Vayu means, as such it means air. But Vayu in our Shastras, it means the prana also, because the breath, Vayu is the breath. And you know that if we stop our breath, then we will lose our life. We will not have the life forces acting in us. So when we pray to Vayu, we actually pray to prana also, the prana shakti, by which we are living. So, this Brahman, the consciousness, is actually manifesting as the prana. So, to us, the Brahman is not so apparent, it is abstract to us. We are not able to see, we are not able to feel. But the prana we are able to feel, that I am living, that prana we are able to feel very well. So, the prana can be called the Pratyaksha Brahman. Here it is named as Pratyaksha, means perceptible, means directly feelable Brahman. When it appears in the form of prana, it gives us the power of knowing the Brahman also. So he says that Tvameva Pratyaksham Brahma Asi. That Vayu, you are the feelable, perceptible Brahman. Tvam eva, one is Tvameva, you are. Another is Tvameva, I will call you. Tvam eva Pratyaksham Brahma Vadishyami. I will call you the Pratyaksha Brahman. That means Vayu or the breath or the prana, the vital force, is given that level of the highest truth. That I will call you the highest truth. Ritam vadishyami, satyam vadishyami. This ritam and satyam both mean somewhat the same. Rita means when the truth is understood by our buddhi, by our concept, the truth as such, abstract, unmanifest, when we are knowing the truth, the Brahman, that is called the rhythm. But this rhythm, when it is expressed in our behavior, activity, it is called the satyam. That means the truth is unmanifest, whereas satya is manifest. Satya means truthfulness, you can say. When we are following the truth, we are saying something. Then that becomes satya. But Rita is the unmanifest absolute truth. So I will tell you the Rita, I will call you as Rita, I will call you as Satya also, the Vayu. Tanmam avatu. You protect us. Protect me. Mam means me, singular. Tanmam avatu. Avatu means you protect. Tad vaktaram avatu. Tat mam avatu, tat vaktaram avatu. Vaktaram means my teacher. That is praying that you protect me and you protect my teacher also. I was doubtful whether they are still referring to the Vayu or gone back to Brahman. So the Indra translation They have written also that they are praying to the Vayu as the Brahman. Sarvatma Vayu Rupa Brahman. Shankaracharya has written. So, you protect that, may that Vayu Rupa Brahman, Tat is there, Tat Mam Avatu. So far it was Tvam, Tvameva, Tvam means you I will call like this, and to you I will refer to as the Pratyaksha Brahman. Ritam Vadishyami, Satyam Bhavishyami. Tat Mam Avatu. Tat means Tat Vayu Rupi Brahman, Mam Avatu, may protect me. Tad Vaktaram Avatu, that Vayu Rupi Brahman may protect my teacher also. Avatu Mam, Avatu Vaktaram. Again repeated, Avatu Mam, may protect me, protect my teacher. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. I have taken all the Shanti Mantras earlier I think they are all there in YouTube also. But here actually we are doing it from the source. That is, from here this shloka has been taken as one of the 10 Shanti Mantras. There are 2 more Shanti Mantras appearing in Taittiriya Upanishad. Now, let us go into the first level of depth. Second level, sorry. Shanno mitra sham varunah. This mitrah, the god mitrah, it is referred to as the deva, as the god who is identifying with the day and with the sun. Whereas Varuna is the god who identifies with the night. Similarly, in other interpretation you will find, so many meanings are there, you will find that Mitra is the god who identified with the Pranavayu, and Varuna who identifies with the Apanavayu. The Pranavayu means with which we are going out towards activity. And Apanavayu means we go in, withdraw from activity, we are going in. Day means activity and night means withdrawal. All these things you try to assemble in your mind so that you can go over to the abstract level of what this Upanishad is trying to convey. It's not just a shloka saying this God, that God, etc. In Prakriti, in nature, you find as the dawn breaks, that before the sunrise itself, the sun is about to rise with the daylight, the first rays of the sun penetrating our atmosphere. What happens in nature? You will find that everywhere we have lost all these things. People don't get up in the morning also. What can I do? And we don't have, even if you get up in the morning, you come out, you will find only smoke and concrete everywhere. We have to go somewhere, spend some time in a forest, then you will understand the subtle truths of life they have exposed. It is not only talking about self and the Brahman. People think that Upanishads are only speaking about Brahman. What shall I learn from there? I will try to learn something at the end of all my, before dying, when I have nothing to do. It's not like that. They are speaking about life. They are speaking about every aspect of life. If we can completely internalize these truths, you will find the life becomes so tasteful, so blissful. Even the sorrows of life will become so blissful. We should try to understand that. When the day breaks, you will find the whole nature is moving towards light. You can feel the leaves of the trees, of the plants. There is a stretching effect. All are stretching out towards light, going up towards light. As the day breaks, the life in them, life is there in the night also, but the life takes them to activity, to expression, the outward pravritti we said. Towards pravritti means towards outward action, to move towards the universe, embrace the whole universe and go ahead with whatever the nature has made us for, whatever activities the nature wanted us to do, go ahead with that. Not thinking of the puny, selfish interests and all. Whatever the nature has given, we should try, stretch it out to the whole world, give it out to the whole world. That is the expansion we can have any time. Whereas in the night, if you sit in a forest, you will find the whole atmosphere is withdrawing, is folding into itself. It is withdrawing from activities and going within into the inmost level of their own identity. The plants and trees, you will find the leaves have folded, they have become limb, they are folding up, they are closing up. Everywhere there is a withdrawal taking place. So it is the nivritti or the withdrawal. So that day and the night, day is inspiring us to activity, that means pravritti, and the night, evening, when the sun goes, the night comes, the night makes us withdraw from activity and come back to our own bosom, to our own self. The whole nature in this, you will find that there is a breathing going on. As we breathe out, means our prana is going out into the activity. And as we breathe in, it is a withdrawal. Now this is going on not only in the day and the night, in the day also, every moment this rhythm is there, the going out and coming in. And the day and night, you can say, breathing out and withdrawal for nature as a whole. The whole nature is breathing out and breathing as withdrawing, breathing in. So the prana and apana, the prana force is like the day, it is inspiring us in becoming active, whereas the night, the apana vayu is making us withdraw from activity. Now this rhythm of expansion, expression and withdrawal, our Vedic rishis, they found in nature, in our life, everywhere, in various scales of time. The scale can be a day and a night, the scale can be a life and a death, the scale can be for the whole atmosphere, day and night. We have to rise to that level of perception, where each breathing will become as if the whole universe is breathing in and breathing out. The universe is produced with the breathing out and is completely dissolved with the breathing in. These are all discussed in our Vedas. Veda is not only karma kanda, various descriptions are there. So, this is what Mitra and Varuna are in reality. So calling them, when we say that they are Vedic Devas, it is not like that. In Vedic original, maybe whatever forces of nature are there, they could not identify the cause, because from the time we are born, we are always seeing causality functioning everywhere, is it not? Everything in this world is functioning by cause and effect chain. If we push the table, it moves. If we pull, it comes this way. Everywhere it is cause and effect. So when the day comes and the night comes, they were not able to understand where is the cause for all this. So they thought of some devas corresponding to each activity, each force of nature. That is who is ruling that particular aspect of nature. But it is not just that. It is not that they were very naive and they thought of devas that like human personalities, they are operating the day and operating the night. These are found in Puranas in various ways to make it easily understandable for the general people. But if you can take your mind and buddhi to the subtle level, then it is altogether different. Actually, they are integrating each force with a universal force. That is, everybody is breathing, everybody is becoming active by a natural force. The natural breathing is taking place. They are throwing all the animals into activity and making them withdraw into sleep. This is happening every time. But how it is taking place in the entire nature, that wholesome movement, if you consider it as an identity, that is that deva. That who controls the whole outward journey and inward journey, the expression and withdrawal in the universe. That is what the deva is. That is what Mitra and Varuna are. So when we chant these verses, if we can keep this universal picture in our mind, in our conception, in our bhava, then you will find that you have completely evaporated from your small, solid bodily personality. You will start completely merging in the universe and the universal activities going on. That is what the rishis did in their meditation. That is why how they have, these are all revelation coming out of their experience. Shanno bhavatu Aryama. Aryama is considered the deva of vision, of the eyes, you can say. And the vision in the cosmic sense, it is the Aditya Mandala is called. It is not the solar system, it is the Aditya Mandala, who are the light in the vision is, you can say in Sanskrit there is a beautiful expression called, in Sanskrit it is called Abhimani, that one who identifies himself with the vision, that the vision in the whole world, whole universe, some power is identifying with that. That is the Aryama. Similarly, with day, with activities, with prana, the one who identifies it, in Sanskrit it is called Abhimani Devata, that in the Devata who is Abhimani in prana activities, day, is called Mitra. The deva who is Abhimani in withdrawal, night and Apanavayu is called Varuna. The deva who is Abhimani in the entire vision, wherever there is vision in the universe, he is called Aryama. Shannaha Indra Brihaspati. Indra can be interpreted in two ways. One is he represents the forces everywhere. Another is Indra represents the Indriyas. All the Indriyas, the master is the Indra. But fundamentally it represents all the forces. And what is the Indra's weapon? It is the Vajra. Vajra means the lightning. So I often feel that I don't know whether it has been knowingly done or unknowingly done. When we look into all our 5 sense organs, we find that outward there something is vision, something is hearing, smelling, touching, etc. These are our sense organs, is it not? But you go a little deeper, behind the retina, what is happening? There is no vision, nothing. It is all electrical pulses transferred from the retina to the brain through the nerves. They are electricity only. From the touch sensation, all the sensation is converted into electrical pulses passing through the nerves to the brain. The tongue also, all the five perceptions, the moment we go inside the organ, it is only electrical pulses passing through the nerves, and they are reaching the brain. And what is happening in the brain? If you take an EEG and all, you are able to photograph, because there are all electrical activities going on in the brain. The signal from each organ is activating a certain area of the brain, and according to that, the whole magic of the universe is taking place. The brain, if you see, it is only electrical pulses and electrical signals in different portions of the brain. But where from the world is created, it is all in the mind, which we cannot explore like that. So, truly speaking, all our indriyas, all our sense organs, they are depending on electricity. And that is what do you call that? Each deva has got one weapon, but it is not really a weapon. It is the Indra's case, it is the weapon, is the Vajra, which means which is electrical. Thunderbolt means it is electrical only. That I am saying, you need not, but that similarity comes. How they understood and how they have done, we don't know. Maybe the truth just simply was revealed from them, because how much they had gone into each organs, the way we are now thinking, how much it was there, we cannot say. So, Indra, who is managing all the sense organs and everything, all the forces in the universe, may that Indra be propitious to us, be auspicious to us, bring auspiciousness to us. Shanna Indra Brihaspati. Brihaspati is considered to be the deva of our buddhi, basically, mind and buddhi, and fundamentally he is the deva of knowledge, wisdom. Brihaspati, it is called Guru, the knowledge and wisdom. So Brihaspati's role is very, very important in that, because it is all other indriyas and everything, all the forces and all, they bind us to our present body-mind personality. Whereas Brihaspati, the deva of wisdom, if he is pleased with us, by his power, we are liberated from all the bondages created by the world. So there stands Brihaspati, transcending all other devas. Shannaha Vishnuhu Urukramaha, Vishnu Urukramaha. That may the Urukrama Vishnu may bring auspiciousness to us. Who is that Vishnu? Who is all-pervading. What is all-pervading? You have to understand. We may call the Vayu is all-pervading, the space is all-pervading, but they are all of a lower level. Finally, what is all-pervading? All-pervading is only our chit, our chetana, our consciousness. Can you have any experience where the consciousness is not there? Even the unconsciousness, the experience of unconsciousness by anesthesia or accident or whatever it is, you are coming to know because of this universal consciousness that no signal state, it is a no signal state for the body when we are unconscious, when we are unaware of the circumstances, when we are in deep sleep, then also. That no signal state, even in meditation also, when we have no vritti, yogaschitta vritti nirodha, when there is no vrittis at all, that is a no signal state, that is also revealed by this consciousness. So we cannot think of anything in this world which is not in consciousness. Consciousness is the substratum for everything. And that is what is represented by Vishnu. In Kathopanishad I said that Tad Vishnu Paramam Padam. The person reaches the ultimate ultimate reality of Vishnu. Vishnu means Vyapnoti iti Vishnu, who is all-pervading. You can miss everything of this objective world, but you can never miss Vishnu anywhere. Because without Vishnu, you will not know anything of the world. If you move a little, the camera will not be there, light will not be there, building will not be there. But you cannot miss Vishnu like that. You cannot find a place where Vishnu is not there, where the consciousness is not there. Because to know a place, you have to have the consciousness. In that consciousness only, the place, no place, zero, infinity, everything is revealed in that. So that is what Vishnu is. This is the ultimate prayer to the all-pervading truth that you bring auspiciousness to us. Now, leaving all the fragmented things, one after another, going through that, finally coming to the Brihaspati, the Guru, the wisdom, then we are coming to the Vishnu, the all-pervading truth, the ultimate absolute truth. Urukrama here means it is not just big steps, huge steps covering everything. It is only a figurative expression that Vishnu covers everything. Suppose you thinking of millions of miles away something, or you are seeing through some instrument something. The moment you are thinking of that, your consciousness is always there. Without that, you will not reach anywhere. Suppose somebody is dreaming of something which had taken place millions of years ago or millions of years hence, whatever it is. To know that the consciousness has to be there, it has to reach fast. So that is the fastest moving you can think. Although it is not moving at all, it is present everywhere. But anywhere you cannot beat the consciousness by going faster or anything. Because wherever you reach, the consciousness is always there. It's a different way of understanding the same truth. As much you understand it from different aspects, your understanding will be still deeper and deeper. Namo Brahmane. This, when we are saying Namaha, we have to understand well that there is no point in chanting Namo, 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 unless we can feel the Namaskara. What is Namaha? It is humility. Why should you be humble? Because you have nothing. Everything you do, everything you think, everything you speak, it is all governed by the Brahman or the truth or the consciousness. The next moment, one may fall dead. He has no control over it. We have no control over anything. Our eyes may go bad. Anything can happen to the body. But we forget that and we aggrandize, we magnify our own existence, our own need, our own thoughts, our own ideas, our own opinions so much. We forget where we stand. Should we not remember that I have no power at all? All the power is given by the nature. And where from did nature get all this power? They have all come from the ultimate consciousness, Chit, the Brahman. So when we think of Brahman like this, our ego will completely get dissolved in Brahman. This dissolution of the ego is called Namaha. Actually, there is a way of saying it that they say Namaha is na mama. That means it is not mine. That is another way of explaining. That the dissolution of the ego is the Namaha. So while saying Namo Brahmane, we should feel that our ego is getting completely dissolved, as if the whole being is getting merged in the earth, on the earth. Namo Brahmane, Namaste Vayo. Now this Vayu, who I said that it represents the life force, the vitality, the vital energy. Not only our vitality, but it is the life. See, there are two ways of looking at nature. One is that when I say the whole universe is appearing in the consciousness, that's a real thing. There is nothing other than consciousness or Atma or Brahman. The whole universe is just an appearance. It is whatever we see in the universe, they are all written on consciousness. So they are made of consciousness. But consciousness is not a matter. But when we think of matter, it is all appearing in that consciousness. Now, there is no causality. In the appearance of the whole universe, there is no cause or effect relation. It just simply appears. That is why it is called Vivatta Srishti. I have explained so many times earlier also. It is not a Parinama Srishti. Parinama Srishti means whatever we see in the universe, in the objective space, everything is a Parinama Srishti. That is, there is a cause, there is an effect. We have something, the book is there. If we burn the book, the ash will be burned and the book will die. So everything, every moment the cause is dying and the effect is getting burned. So there is a cause and effect chain going on in the entire objective universe. It is called Parinama Srishti. But when you go to that absolute level, the whole universe is just an appearance in the consciousness. The laws of causality, the laws of time, everything is in that appearance only. But those causality or time is not applicable at this ultimate absolute level. So the ultimate truth is transcending all causality and time and space and everything. So one thing is to understand that this is what it is, it just appears. But when we are active and we are in the universe as a body-mind personality, we have to follow the causality everywhere. And there comes the concept of evolution. When we look into the universe form, if you think of it, that it is a slow process of blossoming. That initially it might have been only gaseous, then it's some solidity, from liquidity, from there solidity. Vedas discuss about this also in a little figurative language. Then finally what is happening? By its process, the molecules are getting more and more integrated and having a little different kind, developing some kind of sort of a rhythm, some sort of a symmetry and whatnot. It is the change is taking place in nature. At one point, it starts breathing. The cells start breathing. We call it life. Now, it is not the life is generated from that. Life is an aspect of Brahman. It is as good as Brahman. It's an aspect of Brahman. Like Satchidananda Chit, it is life is also an aspect, a manifestation of Brahman. But it is not manifesting. When will it manifest before us? When the molecules have been arranged in such a manner that it can respond to the life, spandana, the breathing. The breathing starts in nature, the life starts in nature. Then it goes on further, reforming the molecules, reforming everything, the cells and all. Then you find that something like sensation, then find something like mind. It develops into a brain where it responds to the forces of the mind, forces of the buddhi, understanding. And what is the final we can talk about in our life? That there is something which tells us to know who am I and go back to that consciousness which was responsible for this whole cycle blossoming into the personality and the life forces, the mind, the buddhi, and finally the revelation, the power of knowing ourselves. So we think that the life is generated from the molecules. It is not so. The material bodies, they are able to, at a point when they are fit to respond to the vibe, resonate to life, the life starts manifesting through it. It is just like a radio. Suppose you make so many things, so many circuits and all, until it is capable of responding to the electromagnetic waves passing through, the radio will not work. It is working. Suddenly one circuit somewhere, anything, a little, one soldering has gone. It stops. Has anything happened to the electromagnetic waves? It was there earlier also. When the radio was fit to respond to it, it was propagating the station music and words and whatnot. It was functioning as a radio. But the electromagnetic waves are always there, which are not visible. Even here also, all the electromagnetic waves are there, we are not able to know. They are not visible. To make them visible, the material particle, the material body has to become fit to express that. Like that, when the being, one being is able to, when it becomes fit to express a certain force in nature, then it expresses. So there is a sequence of growth in which finally the Brahman is manifest as this variegated activities of human being or other animals or everything, the whole variegated universe. See where it is taking us from Mitra and Varuna as Devas to what level? I don't know whether you have understood. The one is, how is the tapasa chiyate Brahman in Mundaka Upanishad? Tapasa chiyate Brahman tato annam avijayate. That the Brahman is as if some vibration is coming in. It's not a material, so we cannot express fully. But what is that? That is the tapasya, that is the austerity in the consciousness, which gives rise to the objectivity. Tataha annam avijayate. Anna means annam and annada. Annada means who takes the food, and anna means food. Now, food and taker of food is very material expression. But actually any object is anna, and the revealer who is knowing the object is the annada. So, is the consciousness in the austerity of the consciousness, some sankalpa in that, we express in that manner, that creates the whole objective universe, objectude. So, from that, in the objective, when the objectude is there, all the rules of time, space, causality, cause and effect chain, past, present, future, all these are within that. It is not there in the Brahman. Now, in that, the whole propagation is following this causal chain, and from the rudimentary existence, we are finally coming to a human being who is able to know his own true identity. So, it is a full cycle. From Brahman it starts and goes and again comes back to the Brahman, discovery of the Brahman. I think I have done broken enough of Shishibotol. Whether you have already had indigestion, I don't know. So, Namaste Vayu, the breath, the prana shakti, the air, it's also a universal force. Tvameva pratyaksham brahmasi. Just as I said that Brahman we are not able to feel or anything, but when it is in the form of prana, then all the feelings. Suppose the electricity, we don't know the electricity flowing everywhere until it manifests through some bulb or machine or so, fan or anything. Then it becomes pratyaksha. But the electricity is the original Brahman. So what is the pratyaksha electricity? This is all the electricity. We are always using this also. The moment light goes, we say the electricity has gone. If all the lights go, electricity has gone. That means they are the pratyaksha electricity. We know by electricity that the fans will run, the lights will burn, the sound, the amplifier should amplify the sound. All these effects, whatever are there, the AC should work. What others are there, I don't know. So many. So, we are knowing the electricity from that. Original electricity is the cause of that, which is manifesting at all these. So, should we not call them as the pratyaksha electricity? Like that we are calling Namaste Vayo Tvameva Pratyaksham. What is that? Tvameva Pratyaksham Brahma, Brahma Asi. You are the perceptible Brahman in the form of breath. Tvameva Pratyaksham Brahma Vadishyami. So I will call you as the perceptible, the Pratyaksha Brahman, ultimate truth. I will call you as the Rhythm, which is the absolute truth, and the manifest truth as Satyam also. Now saying that, what do we want? Tat Brahman Mam Avatu. What do we want? By going to that ultimate truth, what do we want? We want from that absolute that it should protect us. What is the protect? Protection here is not asking for protecting the body only from the tigers and from the buffaloes and the thunder and all that. It is there always. In an Upanishad we need not pray that much. The main purpose of chanting this is not to live just like that, like an animal. The purpose of the Upanishad is to understand the truth, realize the truth. So how can I realize the truth? Just by becoming an animal, body, mind, personality. So this avatu means a great thing. It means that he should give us nourishment, he should give us protection in such a manner that our buddhi and mind should become fit to absorb the truth. The Upanishadic prayer is only for that, not for give me enough food and I will be able to survive. That is there everywhere. But when before studying the Upanishad we are chanting this, see, we have to read like this. This is how the Shastras have to be studied. Why are they saying Tanma Mavatu there? It is not the ordinary protection they are asking for, calling the military. We are asking for the protection for our ultimate aim of life, so that our buddhi is sharp enough, subtle enough, pure enough, our mind is pure enough, the mind is not distracted by anything. The food should be such that the mind should always remain peaceful. The activities should be such that mind should always be in an expansive mood, and so that we can grasp the truth very well. And similarly, tad bhaktaram avatu. May he protect, may that truth protect our teacher also. What is the protection of the teacher? The teacher must be able to expose the truth. Otherwise, how will the student understand? It's a communication between the teacher and the student. So the student must have the grasping power and the teacher must have the exposing power. He should be in a teacher. Whenever we are calling a teacher, it is understood that one who has realized generally. He is in touch with the truth. He is absorbed in the truth. Now, he should be able to have a buddhi and mind in such a state that through his words the truth will get exposed and will be graspable by the students. And it is so important that they are repeating avatu mam avatu bhaktaram twice. Tan mam avatu tad bhaktaram avatu. Avatu mam avatu bhaktaram. Why it is repeated? Whenever anything is repeated in the Shastras, we have to understand that there is some very great meaning in it. That these Shastras will become absolutely useless unless they are realized by somebody, then exposed by that person, by the realized person to the next generation, the students. And the students must be able to grasp it. This whole Brahma Vidya has propagated by this Guru-Shishya relationship. One Guru has completely got resonating with the truth when he lights the lamp in the Shishya. The Shishya starts resonating with the truth, and when he starts becoming a flame of truth, he lights the lamp in the next generation of the Shishya. So in these thousands of years when these were there, and today, in these thousands and thousands of years, if at one point there had been no teacher or no Shishya, any of the two, suppose there was a time in which teacher was there but no student was there, or the student was there but no teacher was there who can pass on the realization to the students, then Brahma Vidya would have got missing. So it is not just kept living through the Shastras, it is kept living through the Guru-Shishya relationship. That is why the Upanishad repeatedly says about this avatu mam, avatu bhaktaram, avatu mam, avatu bhaktaram. The communication to take place, the teacher has to be a very, very fit, completely in tune with the truth. And not only his body, mind, personality, buddhi, that means he has to be having such food, such activity which will not take his mind and buddhi away from that. Otherwise the realization will be there, but he will not be able to express, which will be graspable by others. It's very important. One person listening to Swamiji once after the lecture, he came and he said he was so joyous, blissful. Then he said that, I also know the truth, but I will not be able to express it like you. It is not possible, and the mind and buddhi has to be fit. And suppose he is not given the proper food, all the tamasika qualities, rajasika qualities, they will go into his mind also. His expressions will not be sharp, his expressions will not be clear. And if the Shishya doesn't take proper food, food means not only this food, all kinds of ahara, what he is seeing, what he is talking about, what he is reading, what he is looking into the internet, everything. When everything is pure and the mind is the height of sattva guna, then the receptivity will be maximum. Similarly, when the teacher's mind is in the height of sattva guna, his exposition will be most powerful. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. This I have interpreted so many times. It is 3 kinds of tapa we have. Tapa means the obstacles and dukkhas, and corresponding to that, the 3 Shantis. Peace. What are that? Adi Daivika, Adi Bhautika, and Adhyatmika. See, all these devas today we were talking about, that Mitra, Varuna, Aryama and all, they are all called Adhyatma Devata. Adhyatma Devata. They are not other gods who are dealing with the Prakriti in a different manner. They are all who have something to do with our personality, with our body-mind personality, with our sense organs and their further activities. So they are called Adhyatma Devatas. Like that here Shanti also, there are 3 kinds of difficulties, and to reduce them we need 3 kinds of Shantis. What is that? Adi Bhautika means, Adi Daivika means where we don't have any power to control. That is, say the storm, earthquake, and suddenly some meteor striking, or so many things can happen in nature which we are not able to do anything. So that is the Adi Daivika Shanti. So we are praying for Adi Daivika Shanti, and it does happen also when our prayers are deep and powerful. You find that If we are praying for rain, rain will come. It happens. So Adi Daivika also, Shanti, we can bring in by our prayers, when the prayer is done by a community, a large number of people praying for the same thing, it does happen. Then comes Adi Bhautika, means it is the various difficulties coming from the animals or other beings, etc. Those days elephants were attacked, tiger attack would be there. Now we have terrorist attack. That is also Adi Bhautika. Like that. That is all created by us only because of our own. We are an unit, a unit of the society. So whatever qualities we have, as a society, as a statistical mass, it is finally resulting in whatever we find in the society, all the strife, war and whatnot. As long as we are having jealousy, hatred, selfishness, harmfulness in our mind, in a large scale society, will not those things be finally appearing as all whatever we are seeing, this terrorism, war and whatnot. So they are under our control, but still not fully. But the fully our control is the third one, which is called Adhyatmika Shanti, which has to do with our body, mind and intelligence. If the intelligence is egoistic, it is not humble, we will not be able to absorb the Upanishadic knowledge. So we have to see that we are humble. The intelligence is humble. It is ready to receive, not it is wanting to assert always that I know best and I think this, no, what Swamiji is saying is wrong, this is the right. If you go on asserting, then we will not be in a receptive mood. The receptivity depends heavily, almost fully, on the humility of our intelligence. If the intelligence is not humble, we will not be ready to receive anything from the world. Similarly, the mind, unless the mind is peaceful, generally free of desires or ambitions, whatever disturbs the mind too much, then we will not be able to understand the Upanishads. Because in a disturbed mind, the buddhi also will not work. The buddhi, even if it is humble, if the mind is turbulent, then the buddhi will not be able to understand anything. And then the body, the third thing in the body. So three kinds of Adhyatmika Shanti is necessary. The body, it is completely in our hand, provided we are careful about it. The whole Taittiriya Upanishad, you will find so much of emphasis is given on food, on body, on our behavior, that it is all to make us fit for receiving this knowledge. So the body, what kind of food we are giving, what kind of discipline we are undertaking, what kind of nourishment we are giving to the body, mind, buddhi, all these will finally constitute the Adhyatmika Shanti, which is completely in our hand and we can bring in. If these three Shantis are there, Adhyatmika Shanti, which we can bring in, Adi Bhautika and Adi Daivika, then the Upanishadic study will become most efficient, the communication will be most powerful. This is what they say. We will chant once more and then stop. Om Shanno Mitra sham varunah.
Om Shanno Mitra sham varunah.
Shanno bhavatvaryama.
Shanno bhavatvaryama.
Shanna Indro Brihaspati.
Shanna Indra Brihaspati.
Shanno Vishnurukramaha.
Shanno Vishnurukramaha.
Namo Brahmane Namaste Vayo.
नमो ब्रह्मणे नमस्ते वायो
त्वमेव प्रत्यक्षं ब्रह्मासि
त्वमेव प्रत्यक्षं ब्रह्मासि
त्वामेव प्रत्यक्षं ब्रह्म वदिष्यामि
त्वामेव प्रत्यक्षं ब्रह्म वदिष्यामि
ऋतं वदिष्यामि
ऋतं वदिष्यामि
सत्यं वदिष्यामि
सत्यं वदिष्यामि
तन्मामवतु
तन्मामवतु
तद्भक्तारमवतु
तद्भक्तारमवतु
अवतु मामवतु वक्तारम्
अवतु मामवतु वक्तारम्
ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः
ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः
ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः
ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः
हरि ओम।